Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Filipino Adventures. How's everybody doing today? This is take number 99. I've done this video so many times. Phone, this, that. All right. Today we're going to talk about American bases. We're going to talk about personnel. We're going to talk about people coming into the Philippines. Who, what, when, where, and how. What's happening. Everybody's saying, what's happening? So this is going out to Charles, a couple other guys that's inquired for me to do this. It's funny. I was thinking about this yesterday. So since President, the current President, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., has took office, he sought to revive his country's relationship with the United States. Reason why is because of the allies, what's going on between China and Taiwan presently. So the United States Marine Corps has proposed shifting towards smaller units throughout the region that they could deploy at any given time to do counterattacks in any given situation that may happen in the sea and in the air and or land. So I have to say that you can see things kind of, what I'm saying is not gearing up, but last year in November and December they had unilateral games. Unilateral games, the United States was here. They were here working with the Philippine government in training the Filipino, and they're both they're having their things going on. Well, in December, the reason why I know this is I have 3 family members that are in the military, and they were here in November and December, and it was in the newspaper. And the 5 existing sites where the United States have access to right now is Caesar Base, Air Base, Fort Magagasay near Manila, of course in Cebu, of course, Palawan, and another one called Lumbia in the south. Now they're proposing to add no more bases here for the military, and as you know, they already had 5 here that they were looking at, but they're actually taking a look at Pampanga, Palawan, Neva, Visayas, and Mindinao. And in Mindinao, they're looking to enhance the one in Cagayan. Currently, there are about 500 U.S. personnel here in the Philippines currently. Is what the newspaper is saying. I don't know. I'm not around. I don't know. But as I stated, in November and December, they had unilateral games. So there's quite a few military here. There's a bunch. In fact, there was quite a few ships out in the ocean. They were actually doing some military training on ground and on ground, off ground, and especially in places like Zambales. They were looking at putting a base in Zamboanga. They were looking to enhance. So there's really a preliminary stating now. They're in the preliminary stages. But according to what's going on and what I can see from the news here and the news in the States, no matter what, they're coming here and they're going to enhance the area because of China and Taiwan. And they're looking at Cagayan because it's basically a straight shot across, and Cagayan to reinforce. Now Cagayan, as you know, is just only a few hundred miles from the existence of Marawi and all that that happened there, and all the things going on. I'm only about 2 hours from there also. So as you know, a lot of activity all over all the time anyway. So they're trying to allow more rapid support for the Filipino, and to help during disasters also, because as you know, there's always something happening here. So some Filipino welcome the Americans. Some are saying, we don't want you here. But really overall, the overall consensus is they like America. In fact, if you ask 10 people or 100 people, 99.9999 will say yes. I've never had anybody ever say no, the relations, because we talk about it. In fact, I had a discussion with a good friend of mine yesterday, professor in a college, about that. So Cagayan, across the strait from Taiwan, and Palawan and Zambales will be one of the potential areas. So its trade relations with the United States of America is really dependent on the U.S. The Filipino country itself is really dependent upon for weapons and advice and training and things like that. So they went through all that in November and December, preparing for this, And as I said and stated, as you know, more than anything else, it's about having the troops here available and having people available. It will help the economic growth of the Philippines, I am predicting, because anytime you bring personnel in from another country, whatever that is, and it's going to increase the area considerably, and there's going to be thousands and millions of dollars in that area. No matter if you have a base here, a base here, a base here, the base here, strategically aligned here in the Philippines, it's going to really enhance that area. Locally, your presence will calm down the areas that's been active here, and that's kind of what we really need. We need a presence here, actually, to calm down the areas that presently have been very active, especially here in the Visayas, Luzon, and here in Mindinao. And although Luzon's has issues, Mindinao's had issues, and there's been many issues throughout the country. And you don't really think about this, but it's something as simple as just being here, just having that presence. And I think that's more so than anything else, is having that presence where they can actually be here and be in the waters and be out in the ocean. And so whomever can see, it's going to enhance everything and maybe calm down everything to the situation. Now, I think more than anything else, we kind of need that relationship with the Filipino need that relationship with the United States, because it enhances the country in general. They're not losing any of the Filipino culture because they have that pretty well under tow. They will be influenced sometimes by the western side of the fence of that, but on the other hand, it's good and bad in that. It's like anything else. We're enhanced by the Chinese here because everything coming in the country is China products. We're enhanced with everything China. Everything made here in the Philippines is made by China. Very few items come in from anywhere else. And so when we purchase something, it's China. We're influenced by Chinese because a lot of Chinese live here. A lot of Chinese and Koreans come here. But it's amazing how everything's influenced by that. Now, on the other side of the fence, I just want to say this, that even though we have presence here of our government, United States, and the Filipino, a great government here, it's going to help because there are areas now presently that are still under caution to proceed to. And if you look on travel.state.gov and look on the embassy, U.S. Embassy website, and it'll give you actually areas that are presently under, I got to say, do not go, are under, let me see here. I'm going to show you, I'm going to say this. It is under a travel advisory. It's updates, Sulu area, Sulu Sea, crime, terrorism, unrest, kidnapping, Marawi, do not go. Do not go there. Other areas, crime. And it talks about areas that you go and do not go to. But I got to tell you, there are parts of Mindanao you don't go to. There are parts, this one here states where you can and cannot go to. But I have to say that here in the Philippines, I've learned this, that things change constantly. Before, when I moved in this area, everything was fine. It was fine. You could travel all over the place. But you have to be careful no matter where you go now. You can't just, even in Luzon, even in Visayas, you got to be very careful. So I wanted to do this, and I've been wanting to do this. So yes, they're going to enhance the military bases, and yes, the U.S. military is coming to the Philippines, and yes, the President of the Philippines signed an agreement with the United States to enhance the bases and bring the Philippines in. When they're coming and in depth on what they're doing, I have no idea yet. As you know, they're not going to tell us till the last minute. I suspect there's more than 500 personnel, as stated in the news. I suspect there's more than that here, but it's okay. I think it's all good no matter what. That's my personal opinion on it, because it protects everybody, because that's all it is. We're protecting and policing the world, and we're protecting people and protecting the wonderful people here. And I would ally with that also, because you never know what's going on anywhere, and you think that you know stuff, but you don't. I don't know anything other than what I read. And like I said, this was stuff that I did research on from the TV news, Time magazine, U.S. news, the magazines here. I can't remember the names of them. A lot of them I had to read, and he had it translated to read them because they were in Visaya and Tagalog. So, but all are basically stating that yes, we're coming. They're coming to here and soon. And I think that if I already started the process, according to my family, they were here and never left in December. So, there you go. 10 minutes. So I want to thank everybody for watching my videos. Hopefully this answers a few questions, and hopefully I did a decent job with this. It took me so many times to do it, I was getting flustered with it. See you guys next time.